In our country, Tanzania, we have different tribes, about more than 120 tribes. But among those tribes, we have the first biggest one, which we call Sukuma tribe. Sukuma tribe is the first biggest tribe in Tanzania. And most of the people who are living along Lake Victoria in the part of Tanzania, we are Sukuma people. And then in Sukuma people, before this name Victoria, the former name of the lake was Nyanza. Nyanza is the word from Sukuma. And the Nyanza in Sukuma will mean lake. Nyanza in Sukuma means lake. But this name Victoria, it comes from the queen. Victoria from Queen. So it's like the baptism name of the lake, not original name. Because people they suggest to use the name from the queen because as I've said in Sukuma, Nyanza we mean lake. So it means when you can say maybe Lake Nyanza. Nyanza means lake. Lake Nyanza is like to say lake. So it does it any meaning. That's why they suggest to use that name from the queen. And also, apart from that, in Lake Victoria, we have different species of the fish. But among those fish, we have the main one, with the biggest one from the Lake Victoria, which we call Victoria perch or Nile perch.
Perch.
Do you know that?
I know perch.
Yes. That fish, we call the first biggest one because that fish can grow up to 120 kilos.
Wow.
And 2 meters long.
Wow.
But also, that fish, it's not original fish from Lake Victoria because it has been introduced from Lake Nasser in Egypt. And that fish has been introduced 1954. But up to now, you can wonder that because up to now there are so many problems because before they introduced that fish, in Lake Victoria we were having about so many species of the fish. But after introducing that fish, it started to feed for another fish. So it's like the disadvantage of introducing that fish. But because those people, they didn't know that maybe that the fish can be a predator. Because what they do, they suggest to introduce it in order, first of all, to cover the people who are living along the Lake Victoria. Because for those people who are living along the Lake Victoria, first of all, we are very populated, and all of us, we are depending on the lake, especially for fishing activities. And that the fish, the first fish which can grow faster. So that's why they suggest to introduce it from Egypt to Lake Victoria. But after introducing that, they started to feed it for another fish. So no way out. And also, we have more species like tilapia fish.
I like tilapia.
You like it?
Yeah.
That's why for us, that fish, we let go that fish as a VIF, very important fish. Because it's a very delicious fish and a very expensive fish. And also we have another fish, for example, we have like a catfish. We have the aal, you know aal? A certain fish looks like the snake.
Oh.
And that fish in Lake Victoria, we like to call that fish as a dangerous fish from Lake Victoria because first of all it can bite. And also it can stay outside the water about 12 hours alive.
Wow.
And also we have another species like a secret fish. And that fish, for those people who are just catching the biggest fish like a Victoria perch, they're just using that kind of the fish to get the biggest fish. They're just using it as a bait to get that biggest fish. And we have also the smallest fish from Lake Victoria, which we call the white baits. That's the smallest fish from Lake Victoria. We have also the freshwater sardine, and we have more species that I think when you come from the
Wow.
lake, you are going to see some of the fish which are catching from the Lake Victoria.
Are you trying to remove the perch?
No,
No.
no.
Just
We
let
can't
nature
do that.
take its course.
We can't do that because most of the people here, they are depending on that fish because that fish is especially for the commercial activities.
Okay.
So most of the people here, they are depending on that fish.
But there's a balance between the different fish.
Sorry?
In the United States, sometimes people bring in
Yes.
a fish and then it kills off all the other fish,
Yes.
so they don't like that to happen. But it sounds like there's a balance. Yeah.